I'm coming to your country because of the war. Honestly, I never imagined life changing this quickly. One moment, everything felt normal, familiar, safe too. Then suddenly, fear entered every conversation, every street, every night. Two, people stopped talking about future normally, started talking about survival. Instead, that change terrified me because war doesn't only destroy buildings, it destroys peace inside people too. Suddenly, ordinary sounds felt dangerous. Ordinary silence felt heavy. Too, everyone around me looked worried. Phones constantly ringing, families whispering, late night plans. Too, honestly, the fear became impossible to ignore, especially seeing my mother's eyes, especially hearing children crying outside too. Those moments changed something inside me, made me realize how fragile normal life actually is. Through all that chaos, one thought kept returning: you, your voice, your country, your promises. Too, I remembered how many times you told me quietly, if things ever become dangerous, come here. You'll never be alone. Honestly, I never expected those words to become real possibility, yet suddenly they became everything to me because during fearful nights the heart runs toward safety, and somehow my heart's safest place still sounded like you. I packed slowly that night, hands shaking slightly too, not because of luggage, because leaving home painful. Honestly, leaving familiar streets, familiar people too, feels like breaking something inside yourself. Still staying felt impossible too. That helplessness exhausted everyone. My father pretended strength. My mother pretended calmness too. But honestly, fear lived inside all of us. I kept checking messages, hoping hear from you again. And finally, your reply arrived. Simple, caring, emotional too. Please come safely. Those three words nearly made me cry because during chaos, kindness feels even more powerful, especially when coming from someone you love deeply. I remember sitting alone before sunrise, looking around my room, wondering when I'd see everything again, wondering whether life would ever feel normal too. War changes people before it even reaches them. Fear alone enough to do that, and honestly, I already felt different, more tired, more emotional too. Yet, despite everything, one thought continued comforting me. You waiting somewhere for me. That thought became hope, real, fragile hope too. During journey, everything felt unreal. Crowded airports, anxious faces, constant uncertainty. Two, everyone carrying fear differently, some silently, some through tears too. I noticed how quickly strangers became gentler, how suffering softens people. Sometimes, still, despite all the noise, my mind kept returning to you, imagining finally seeing you after everything, after all this fear, imagining your arms around me too. Honestly, that image helped me survive because without hope, fear consumes people completely. You became hope for me, not perfect solution, not escape from pain either, just emotional light during dark season. I stared through airplane window, watching clouds pass silently too, and suddenly realized how much life can change. Within days, people spend years planning future, then suddenly survival becomes only plan. Instead, that realization hurt deeply because I never wanted to leave this way, never wanted fear deciding my future too. Still, despite everything, part of me felt grateful, grateful someone waited for me somewhere, grateful your heart still felt like safe place when everything else became uncertain. I imagined our meeting constantly, how your eyes might look at me, how emotional that moment might become too, because after fear and distance, even ordinary human closeness starts feeling sacred instead. I think war teaches people that teaches them what truly matters. Not status, not pride, either just safety, just love too. Just knowing someone genuinely cares whether you survive. You gave me that feeling, which honestly I'll never forget. I'm coming to your country because of the war, but truthfully, I'm also coming because my heart already lived there, inside your kindness, inside your voice, inside your care too. And maybe during darkest times, love becomes more obvious, more necessary too, because when everything else feels uncertain, the heart holds tighter to people who feel like home to me, even before I crossed any border, physically too, because honestly, home stopped feeling like place anymore. Somewhere during all those fearful nights, it quietly became person. Instead, became your voice, your reassurance, your patience. 2. While everything around me started collapsing emotionally, you somehow remained calm, and that calmness saved me. Honestly, people never realize how important reassurance becomes during uncertain times like war. One gentle sentence, one caring message too can stop someone from breaking completely. Your messages did that for me, especially during those sleepless nights where fear made everything feel impossible. Sirens outside, constant news, too, everyone talking about danger, about living, about survival. Too, honestly, my mind became exhausted because fear never truly lets people rest. Even silence starts feeling dangerous afterward. I remember one particular night, electricity disappeared for hours. The entire house dark and quiet. 2. My younger siblings asleep. My parents pretending calmness. 2. While secretly packing important documents instead. That image stayed with me deeply because suddenly everything felt real, not distant news anymore, not stories happening elsewhere. Either fear had entered our home now, and honestly, that realization changed me. I sat beside window, holding phone tightly too, waiting for your reply. When finally your message appeared, are you safe right now? Such simple question honestly, yet reading those words made my eyes fill immediately because during chaos, being cared for feels different, more emotional, more necessary. Too, I answered quickly, trying sound stronger than I felt, but somehow you always noticed truth. You called me immediately. Your voice, soft, worried, too, asking whether everyone, okay, whether I had eaten, yet too, and honestly, hearing normal questions during abnormal times felt strangely comforting instead because war steals normality. First, it steals ordinary routines, ordinary conversations. 2. Everything becomes fear and uncertainty instead, yet somehow with you, pieces of normal life still existed, small, peaceful pieces too. I think that's another reason my heart held on to you this deeply during crisis. People attach themselves to emotional safety quickly. You became that safety for me, not because you promised perfect future, not because you removed fear either, but because you stayed present through it. That presence mattered more than you probably realized. I remember telling my mother that I might leave soon. Her expression changed immediately. Mothers understand goodbyes deeply, even unspoken ones too. She sat quietly beside me, then softly asked, "Will you come back?" Honestly, I didn't know how answer that question because war creates uncertainty everywhere, even inside simple plans. I hated seeing fear inside her eyes too. Parents try protecting children, yet sometimes life becomes too large for protection. That helplessness hurt me deeply. Still, despite everything, part of me carried hope because somewhere far away you waited for me. That thought kept me moving honestly. Without it, I might have collapsed emotionally. Journeys during fear feel different, people quieter, airports heavier. Two, everyone carrying private sadness inside them. I noticed families hugging tighter, people crying softly too, and honestly, for first time, I fully understood how fragile human life really is. One political decision, one violent conflict too, can suddenly scatter entire families, destroy years of stability. Two, that realization terrified me because before all this, I still believed tomorrow guaranteed somehow. Now every future plan felt uncertain. Instead, throughout journey, I kept imagining you, imagining seeing your face again after months of distance, after weeks of fear. Two, I imagined you waiting near arrival gate, looking nervous, emotional too, honestly. Those imagined moments became emotional survival for me.